How to solve multi-step problems. Use structure. Use the table at the right to compare the amount of fat contained in 2 slices of pizza, 1.5 cups of macadamia nuts, and 6 cups of popcorn. Which quantity of food contains the most fat? How much more fat does it contain than the quantity with the least fat? On the right, we have the data. In 1 slice of pepperoni pizza, there is 55.25 grams of fat. In 1 cup of macadamia nuts, there is 101.4 grams of fat. But in 3 cups of popcorn, there is 1.3 grams of fat. Step 1. We must find the amount of grams of fat in each product. First, 2 slices of pizza. Well, we know that 1 slice of pepperoni pizza is 55.25 grams of fat. So we multiply that by 2, which gets us 110.50 grams of fat. There are 110.50 grams of fat in 2 slices of pizza. So the next product is 1.5 cups of macadamia nuts. So if we know that 1 cup of macadamia nuts is 101.4 grams of fat, so we must divide that number by 2 to find half of it, which equals 50.7, plus 1 cup of macadamia nuts, because the problem says 1.5 cups of macadamia nuts, which equals 152.1. So there are 152.1 grams of fat in 1.5 cups of macadamia nuts. On to the next one. 6 cups of popcorn. Well, if we know that 3 cups of popcorn is 1.3 grams of fat, so we will only need to multiply that by 2, which equals 2.6. So there are 2.6 grams of fat in 6 cups of popcorn. So the next step is, which quantity of food contains the most fat? Well, we know that the macadamia nuts contain the most fat because they have 152.1 grams of fat. The popcorn has the least grams of fat because it had 2.6, and the 2 slices of pizza has 110.50 grams of fat. So the next step is, how much more fat does it contain than the quantity with the least fat? Well, we know that the popcorn has the least grams of fat because it has 2.6. So the answer is 149.5. So, problem 2. Mason is growing tomatoes in his garden this year. Every 1.5 feet of stalk yields about 3.4 pounds of tomatoes. He has 4 plants with a combined stalk length of 10.5 feet. How many pounds of tomatoes can he expect to harvest? Step 1. Find out how many times 1.5 goes into 10.5. 10.5 divided by 1.5 equals 7. Step 2. Multiply 7 times 3.4, which equals 23.8. So he should expect to harvest 23.8 pounds of tomatoes.